Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I want to welcome you to Sing With Me. I'm Shonda, and I inspire nations to grow. And for those of you who always seem to somehow turn it on, because you know that I absolutely love you. And for those of you who may be new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome to Sing Life TV. Listen, guys, we are a group of creators here, and we do believe in the law of attraction, some namaste all the way, inspiration, motivation, spirituality, and of course, it's all anchored in God. And we learn lessons here, and we only reflect the good. So I want to welcome you to Sing Life TV today. And of course, I want to welcome you to Wisdom Wednesday. Well, listen, guys, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And actually, I was in the midst of meditating this morning. I was, and I got an answer from the divine. And so it was brought to my spiritual attention that it's someone out there that is seeking an answer. You're seeking an answer on something that's really important to you. You want to know what decision to make. You want to know if I should go left or go right. Should I stay put and settle, or should I take a leap of faith and live a dream? You want to know, should I, move in this direction or go in this direction? You want to know if this person is right for me or not. You want to know, am I surrounded by good people? You have questions and you haven't gotten an answer. And so I just wanted to tap in momentarily to give you a formula that is not new. It's not new under the sun. And all of the great master teachers from Abraham to Jesus used this formula to hear from God. But the difference with them and us is that they had a personal relationship to where God was interwoven into the everyday practices that they had. It wasn't uncommon for them. But we all have to start somewhere, right? So why not get answers to all of those questions now? But in order for you to get an answer, you have to develop the muscle. And that muscle is called the mind. You have to renew your mind to hear from the divine, which is God. You have to renew your mind. You have to build the muscle, because it talks about renewing the mind throughout Scripture. Even master teachers that are not in Scripture, that have PhDs, talk about the importance of renewing the mind in order for you to really tap into God, tap into that higher self of yours through Christ, to get answers to your problems, to your dilemmas, or just to your passion. You want an answer. And the formula that you must embrace and accept is prayer and meditation. Anytime any one of these teachers, they were in a situation where they really needed to have a divine answer, they always took off into the mountains, and they got off away from everybody. And while they were there, they began to petition God. They began to pray. They began to affirm. Some of them even fasted. And they really tuned in on the highest peak for an answer, the highest peak of that mountain. The highest peak of that mountain. Because God revealed to me that a prayer is a affirmation. Something that you know that He buried inside of you. You have this passion, or that you know that you need to make this decision. You know you need to make this move, and you're scared to make it. But through the repetition of meditating in prayer, you will get that answer. The 10 Commandments came to Moses because he was in a mountain, and he had the alone time to petition God, pray, affirm, and meditate. And he got the 10 Commandments. He got an answer. Even Jesus was baptized, went into the mountains there to pray and just fast and be with God. 40 days, I think it's what it was. Of course, he was tempted, right? Life still happens. But he was able to stand firm because he knew what he was here to do. And so what I want to do for you today is I want to give you the answer, but I also want to give you some information so that you know that what I'm saying is true and it's not just something that I just made up. So I want to give you a few scripture that I read from time to time, and I'm going to give you the final scripture that just totally changed my life. It actually, God came to me in a dream and he gave me this scripture, and it totally, that's where I'm on here today. So I want to leave it with you. But if we go over to Psalm 1:2, it says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do he meditate day and night. I can't read my writing. Do he meditate day and night? Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. If we go to Psalms 119:15, I will meditate in the precepts and have respect unto thy ways. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. So he's giving you a direct kind of guide on how to meditate. You keep your mind on good things. You keep your mind on positive things. You keep your mind on the promises of what has been whispered in your ear from God. You keep your mind on those things to get your answer. You have to keep your mind stayed on those things in order for you to get your answer. You have to get up a little bit early and get some prayer in and some meditation in to change your neurological wiring up here so that it's in tune with the heavens so that you can get your answer. You have to go to bed just a little bit early so that you can get the repetition of prayer and meditation in so that you can get your answer and so that you can change your life, because your life depends on the relationship with God. It depends on the relationship with God. You will never get your answer without the formula. You know, we go through the action of everything else. We busy ourselves with everything else, but we have to get practical application enforced in order to get answers. So the last scripture that I want to leave you with is Joshua 1:8. Keep the book of the law always on your lips and meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. So in other words, if you don't keep affirming the promises of God, what he said to you, because everybody's promise is different, and if you can't anchor it with his word and keep it on your lips and in your mind, and get away from social media and get away from friends and get away from people and get off to yourself and meditate on this stuff and pray and affirm and believe it, you will never receive not only a good life to be prosperous and successful, but you will never get your answer. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the importance of prayer and meditation so that you can get your answer. Share this video, subscribe, and click that bell so that you can fly high with me. Peace. Bye now.